And with Donald Trump's departure, Russia is also saying goodbye to a big illusion that the relationship between both countries could improve. So what can we expect? Yulia Shapovalova reports from the Russian capital.
Russia's very keen to see whether Russian-American relations have already hit rock bottom during Donald Trump's presidency or whether they could fall even further. President Putin was asked during his annual Q&A session in December how relations between Moscow and Washington with the arrival of Joe Biden at the White House will shape out.
I don't know. It will largely depend on the new administration. I repeat once again, he is a very experienced person. He spent all of his life in politics. You know, there is a well-known formula. The king's men make the king. So let's see how this team will be built. Although we already see applicants for key positions. All of them are known to us. One way or another, we have worked with them. We do not expect any surprises here. Still, we have heard the President-elect's statement that it would be rational to extend the START 3 treaty. But let's see how this will result in practice.
In contrast to Donald Trump, Joe Biden is expected to step up aid to Ukraine and pay serious attention to alleged human rights concerns in Russia. Plus, many in his team consider Moscow a strategic rival. Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Ryabkov sounded quite pessimistic regarding the future of bilateral relations in his interview to the Interfax news agency.
We are moving from bad to worse. The administration of the outgoing U.S. President Donald Trump leaves a heavy legacy to the elected leader of this country, Joe Biden, and it will take a long time to deal with it.
In late December, the U.S. Department of Commerce released a new blacklist of 45 leading Russian companies and organizations that had been sanctioned. In fact, the U.S. has widely imposed sanctions on Russia for all manner of reasons in connection with Ukraine, Syria, Nord Stream 2, human rights, and so on. Almost all the channels of mutual cooperation have been destroyed or undermined, including diplomatic ones. No bilateral summits have been held, and work on arms control agreements has been scrapped. The U.S. has put pressure on Russia's key partners in the field of military technical cooperation, including India and Turkey, attempting to apply the Countering America's Adversaries Through Sanctions Act against them in order to oust Moscow from its traditional arms markets. Plus, the United States continued to press on Moscow's strategic partners and allies, such as China, Iran, Cuba and Venezuela. At the end of 2020, the U.S. administration announced the closure of the last 2 American consulates in the Russian Federation in Yekaterinburg and Vladivostok. Talking about human rights, Biden's incoming national security advisor, Jake Sullivan, called on Russian authorities to immediately release opposition activist and Kremlin critic Alexei Navalny. He was arrested and detained on Sunday upon his arrival in Moscow from Germany, where he had been undergoing treatment after an alleged poisoning in August last year. But despite the demands, a number of Russian politicians, as well as Foreign Ministry spokesperson Maria Zakharova, asked other countries not to interfere, and so did the Speaker of the Russian Lower House of Parliament, the State Duma, regarding involvement of the U.S. in its elections that are to take place in September 2021.
Their own electoral system is archaic. There is no openness in it. It is beyond the control of society. There is no single and effective institution for international election observers.
So Joe Biden has repeatedly made it clear that he does not intend to treat Moscow nicely. There is some room for optimism, though, regarding arms control issues on which the new U.S. president is taking a more constructive stance, and at least another topic for some dialogue between the United States and Russia after the departure of Donald Trump may be the de-escalation of the Iranian nuclear crisis. So it looks like the bottom where the Russian-American relations will find themselves under Joe Biden will not be totally flat, as they will have their ups and downs. Yulia Shapovalova, RT.